in the first couple of weeks where they were making mistakes, but they were still filling the gaps and the holes. So I'm just trying to figure out which team will they be, because whether we like to say it's going to do a light switch and switch things up, your season, you have now in the playoffs, you have to break the old habits of the regular season to move on into the playoffs to go on to the Super Bowl.
To their defense, but not making excuses. If you look at the first 8 games,
it's an excuse,
the first 8 games of the season, those games wasn't winning football teams. None of those teams they faced early on had winning records. They didn't have the offenses. The second half of the season, when they're playing the Ravens, when they're playing the Rams, who played well tonight, when they're playing the Saints and all those other teams, those teams can move the ball. A different Cardinals team that really knows how to play in the division. So those division games and teams that are a little bit better on offense gave them a little more trouble.
Look who it is, Willie. It's your boy. It's Fred Warner. He's going to join the guys out there in Santa Clara on the set. That's going to be a great interview. You don't want to miss that. That's coming up next. Game tonight, and that's Fred Warner with the pick six that gave the Niners the halftime lead, 24-21, their first lead of the game. And now he joins the crew live in Santa Clara.
Colleen, thank you very much. Joined by my Hall of Famers primetime Deion Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the stars of the game, Fred Warner. How does this sound?
Hey, man, the faithful, my people right here, hey, they came out and they came up big for us. That was huge.
So I imagine that's the pick six.
Hey, this is it. It's my baby. My baby, you know. I'm going to keep this one. This is going to be special for sure. I've been wanting this for a long time, so it's special.
And the Deion Sanders starter kit, what's that around the neck?
What was that? Yeah. Oh, this right here? Oh, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. You know, just a little bling for the win, you know.
They have been giving you guys problems on a bootleg, backside, slipping the front side guy back door. How did you guys make adjustments? Because it seems as though when you shut that down, things changed.
Yeah, I mean, it was something that they kept coming back to. And I think once we made our adjustments, then we were starting able to, you know, start getting those third and longs to get after them. You know, they wanted to get easy throws for him. And so once we got that stopped, we were good.
What did you see on your pick? Because you knew it. You knew it and you saw it.
All I had to do was my job. You know, it was man coverage.
Say that again for the youngsters out there listening. All you had to do was what?
Do your job, man.
Do your job.
Do your job. That's all it was. Man coverage. I got the back. I hug up and you threw it to me. So that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, Fred, over the last few weeks, you guys have had some injuries and struggled a little bit on defense, but you're starting to get back around to the way you guys have played early in the season. What's been the key to that?
I think just playing our style. I mean, all season I feel like we've been playing, you know, with that violence, with that effort, making sure that we're technical in how we play the game. It doesn't matter who's on the field. We're going to have the utmost confidence in our ability when we touch the field.
When you guys tend to make a team one-dimensional, first of all, I love the way you play.
Appreciate it.
You go get that ball, man. And that's one of your things. You go get that ball.
Yeah.
But when you guys make a team one-dimensional, you dominate and you're successful. But when you allow a team to oftentimes run as well as have the luxury of throwing the ball, it seems somewhat difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just ball in general. If you can eliminate the run game and let your big boys up front, I mean, we got a lot of talent on that front, and then allow the guys in the back end to cover. We don't got to cover for too long because they're going to get home. We have, we have an outstanding defense, and it was just a great team effort.
The back end made us mad tonight. Now, the back end got a little. I know you guys saying something on the sideline, like, hey guys, come on now.
Hey, you know, they got theirs, we got ours. We had some more opportunities on top of this one right here to take them home, but you know. We got the win.
There you go.
There you matters.
Fred, you know what lies ahead for this team now. You're on the road at Seattle. NFC West crown, #1 seed at stake. Can these next 8 days get here fast enough for you?
This is, I think it's safe to say when this coaching staff took over, this is exactly the moment that they had dreamed of. This couldn't be a better position that we've been put in, and all we got to do is go get it now. It's all on us. You know, like you said, we got 8 days to get ready. It's going to be a hostile environment. I can't wait. I can't wait to get going.
Well, each and every week after the game, we highlight an artist. And this week it is John Lindahl with his song, The Greatest. His latest comes on the heels of his hit song, All Day. So we did a little holiday shopping because I know you've been busy getting ready for the early game this week and everything. So this is for you. I don't know, stocking stuffer, whatever we got this week. All right?
Yeah, that's nice. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Right. Very
got
good.
The little tape.
Very good.
I don't even know that. Go ahead.
Congrats, man.
Thank you so much.
And best of luck next week up there in Seattle. That place is going to be rocking. It's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch you guys.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's been a pleasure.
There he is, 54, Fred Warner. What an amazing finish in Santa Clara. 3rd and 16 with under a minute to go. Emmanuel Sanders gets behind a blown coverage to set up Robbie Gould. The Niners are currently the 1 seed. The defending NFC champs have been bounced.
Yeah, I mean, it's fresh right now. I think it's tough because you care so much about these players, the work that they put in, and you want to do your part to try to, see yourself, see those guys have that success and get an opportunity to compete for a world championship. We're not going to do that, but I do trust that we're made of the right stuff. I know that once we get through next week, I can't wait to attack the offseason, figure out how I can be better for this football team as we move forward, and I think these scars are going to make us better.
In the Super Bowl in February, what went wrong, Prime?
This team last year, I believe they were 3rd in running the football. I think they're around 25th now. That's a blow. That puts more emphasis on your offensive line, especially your quarterback now having to make plays, and his maturation wasn't on par this season. He seems like he digressed instead of went forward. This team is a mirror of what they were. It could be the fact that they went to not a mirror, just the very
shell of what they were.
Shell of what they were. This team, it could be the fact that they went to the Super Bowl and everyone studied them and they caught up with them. The route combinations were very simplistic. I think they ran the same play probably, 20, 30 times a night. It was over and over until the 49ers made adjustments, and then they couldn't do it anymore. They're still a good football team with a lot of hope and a lot of promise, a lot of great players, but they got to progress in the offseason. I like what McVay said. I like what he's going to do in the offseason, and we're going to hold him to that, and I feel like he's going to be much better as a head coach next season.
You're right, Prime. They had an identity problem.
Yeah.
Last year they relied on that run game, and this year I think they wanted to rely on Jared Goff a little bit more, and rightfully so. His progression was supposed to be there where he was supposed to take that next step and become the guy, and it just didn't happen. And I really believe they mismanaged Todd Gurley early in the season by just trying to keep him fresh, wait to the end of the season before they really gave him a lot of carries. And it just didn't work out. The offense really never got clicking. Defensively, I thought they played okay, especially once they got Jalen Ramsey. They really played well on the back end. And so I just believe the offense this year let them down.
Quickly, I want to get back to Todd Gurley because he was elite.
Yeah.
Even last year until the last month with that injury. Where do you see him right now in his career? Are you worried at all?
Not that much. I still think he can be an effective runner. We've seen enough from these last few weeks that Todd Gurley can still get it done. He can still play at a high level.
Can he be great?
Well, I don't know if he can be great, like be at the top of the running back, chain. I don't know if
what is great?
Well,
we got a kid in New York that we think is great, right?
In Saquon?
He's not putting up numbers.
Different team, though. You'll admit that.
No.
This was a different team.
The line is a line. I don't care. This guy has a gold jacket, but if they wasn't blocking, he can't run. He's going to show you a simulation of what could possibly happen. Yeah. And Gurley shows us that. When he sees a little daylight, he presses the hole. He hits it. But it's no consistency. They have not dedicated themselves to the running game this year. Not whatsoever.
I think what we're saying is, breaking tackles. Like, we're so used to Todd Gurley breaking two and three tackles, and he hasn't done that this year as much. But there has been glimpses where he has been the guy that we've seen in the past, like the burst, hitting it hard, that speed around getting to the corner today. He got around the corner, beat a couple of people, scored a couple of touchdowns. I know what you're saying. Is he at the top of the running back chain, food chain? Probably not, but I still think he's a really good back.
Rams have a lot to think about in the offseason before they head into 2020. But, boy, we were fortunate to be here tonight. What a great day of football. Triple header here on NFL Network. Started the day in Tampa, moved to Foxborough, and finished here in Santa Clara.
What did I tell you about the Patriots? What did I say?
Stop. We'll get on that tomorrow night on Game Day Prime. You know who was there the entire way? Steve Smith and Colin Wolfe. You guys could take Sunday off. Willie, You can have Sunday off,
I love
too.
me some Steve Smith,
Colleen,
man.
great job back there in the studio. Well done.
Steve said,
That's so nice of you, Chris. Thank you so much. Awesome job by you guys out there, Chris, LT, and Deion. You guys should just take Sunday off, too. Nobody will be working here.
No days off.
Huh?
No days
Still to
off.
come, guys.
I'm going to take me a day off.
We have much more, actually. We have highlights from Deshaun and the Texans and Brady and the Patriots, plus the latest on Dak's shoulder as the Cowboys get set to face the Eagles.
I'm a mirror of myself.